at the bottom of the table. But if they get this win and get the following couple of wins, they might actually be able to qualify for the
Yeah.
playoffs and knock out Beyond.
Yeah, the fact is, like, anybody for BREN, you know, like, they're not going to be beating Tyler, they're not going to be beating Vici, probably not going to be beating Tiger, but BREN still lose to the other teams. That's the thing. When you talk about Vici, you talk about Invictus. I was going to say Beyond, but I'll more say Tiger. They're not going to lose to these lower tier teams, right? They just won't. It may be low, maybe close. They'll lose the map, but BREN, they sometimes lose to teams they should be better than. And I think winning against Invictus, getting a win under Beyond's belt, this is going to be looking good. This is going to be looking real good for this brand side. They'll be very confident moving forward. I don't think it's going to be enough for them to take wins against the likes of Tiger, Vici, and Tyloo, obviously. I just don't think that's ever going to be happening in current form, but they could potentially be on a trajectory where they constantly beat the other teams and they can start to really find themselves at a solid foothold below those top 4, top 5 teams, because Beyond, they're a bit questionable. We know the 4 teams in Asia, which are the top teams. It's Tyloo, it's Vici, Tiger, and Invictus usually. Invictus a bit more of a question mark at the moment. And then below that, we would usually say Beyond, right? Top 5. And not really right now, to be honest. Maybe BREN can start to challenge for that. It is a little bit far off at the moment. I'm not confident enough in them to say that they are better than Beyond. That's for sure right now. I think Beyond are still the better team. But BREN in a spot right now where I feel like they could be getting themselves a little rise in the rankings.
The interesting thing here right now is if BREN are able to beat Invictus, okay? Just let's assume they're able to beat them on train here.
Okay.
The next game is against After, which I'm going to favor BREN in that matchup. And later on, the final on Saturday, they have another game against Sigma. So the 2 matchups they have after this are comparatively much easier. You're talking Sigma and you're talking After Gaming. And this is a great opportunity for them to qualify for the playoffs, because for Beyond, they have to play Tiger later on today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then on Friday they play After, which you're going to be favoring Beyond. But the final matchup for Beyond is against Vici Gaming. So there's a real chance here for BREN to make it into the playoffs. That is, if they're able to win this map, as we do have BREN starting on the T side. All 5 players gathered up together heading towards the Brown Halls. It was in a bomb site. It's all on Flying Dingo. He's got a USP, no backup, no utility, but he has his aim.
Yeah, he does have that, and he wasn't really showing up at all over on Inferno. He had a very quiet performance, and I would love to see him get off to a good start here on trade. It would really help Vici out, especially on the defensive side. And while they gather here, Flying is at the ready. That's not a play you want to see as you start to commit, but his utility being used up. Couple pieces now, Flash buying up. Flying's not going to get anything done. Instead, BREN crosses to the B-bomb site. And this is a good execute into the site so far. A kill, though, does come in from Invictus. It's Bottle that finds it. Pro steps back in with a headshot of his own, and now Viva starting to move forward. He has a bit of a thorn in their side in the previous map, and he looks to try and continue that as he moves forward. Destroying, Flying, finding kills. Pro doing everything he can, but it's not going to be enough, most likely here. 1 versus 2. He does a little bit of damage. He's going to try. He might just win this now. Plays into a 1v1. Defused through the smoke with a kit. He's looking for the headshot. He goes in for the knife. And Viva, what are you doing? The defuse through the smoke. He makes it work for Invictus. And Viva is their nightmare.
How did he pull that off? Just the sheer balls on the man. If he had a kit and then a smoke in the hands of Destroyer. So fortunate that Destroyer died. Or rather, he had the smoke and he tossed it in before he got taken down. But that got very, very close indeed. I honestly felt like the clutch would go the way of BREN. Pro, the drive-by shot onto Destroyer, but then, yeah, Viva saving the day for his team. And there we go, Invictus. They're going to win the round. The pistol round, of course, the buy going to be coming in for the side of BREN. AKs galore, Wits with the Scout, and Micro just with the Deagle. He has sacrificed all his money just to enable his teammate. That is Derek, and why not? Derek has been fantastic so far. I like the aggression from Invictus though. Early aggression and a nice chunky nade onto Poppy, down to 49 HP. In the meantime, Flying, surviving the duel against Derek on 1.
A Destroyer up on top of the green Trent. The smoke that goes down, and now they cross in behind it. Destroyer looking for the first. There's going to be Micro going down. Pro did a good bit of work, and he will find Destroyer. Now into a 4 versus 4 with 55 seconds in play. The round has virtually just begun, and a little bit of a control here for Bottle. He's pushed all the way through T-Con. Still staying here as well. It's hilarious how, you know, if you didn't know the scoreline, you would look at the buy right now and you consider BREN to be in a far better position, thinking they've won the pistol round, but actually it's the other way around. And well, Bottle catching out Pat Patrullo. Gonna go back for another here as well. That was damn close to finding the low HP player of Pro, but now they go forward and they know T-Con's gone. 24 seconds. They take one look at that clock and they know they have to go. And shouts like, hey, he looks to capitalize. He's gonna try and flank it behind him. The bomb has got down into the site, but it's flying here on 1 HP and he goes down to Wits. That's such an important kill to find. Now shouts like, hey, Pro is so low. The MP9 should be taking him, but it's the positional advantage of Pro that might just deliver a kill here. Shouts like, hey, gets the headshot, and that's important. Now he still stands with a chance to win this round. He comes from behind, which should be aware. It comes down to whether or not he looks back at Viva, and that's going to be an easy kill for Shoutsake. Viva goes down, and it's Derek, the best player on this team, the star by a mile, and he's going to try and win it against Shoutsake, and that's exactly what is going to happen. BREN, they will answer back after losing the pistol round with a win of their own.
Derek the man, 3k for him, clutches it out in the end, the 1v2. Nice attempt from Shoutsage. They're actually getting 2 kills on the flank, but it was not to be. I don't even know how that fell apart for Invictus Dinko. They had all the information in the world. They had the map control. BREN had no time. They just had to leg it towards the B bomb site, but somehow they make it work. Flying, getting taken down, and yeah, Derek once again coming in massively clutch. Shoutsage trying to catch him off guard, going for the jumping MP9 spray. But the 4 spy is going to be coming in for Invictus anyway, where they have 3 Deagles, Dinko. It's not a magic 4 Deag curse, I guess. I don't know what else to say there, but 3 Deagles can still be quite dangerous, especially with Shoutsage and Bottle with the MP9s.
A minute on the clock. It's just thinking about going to T-Con, but we realize Bottle's likely to be in there. But this is an interesting battle. Shoutsage. And the ready, it's going to be the smoke, then the Molotov. Get the smoke down quicker, I suppose. And well, now it's going to be Micro. Bottle, he's going to go down, and now Papachula, he'll be able to pick up the kill as well. Viva being picked off. It's BREN with a 2-man advantage in play at the start of this round, and 2 to take the site. It's going to be a round for them, 2-1. Most likely here on the board. There's a couple of Deagles still left here from Invictus, but I just haven't seen that same potency from them in the last couple of games, though. So we'll see if Flying can change that. He's found a headshot onto Wits, who does get needlessly aggressive, I feel. Was looking for the money. But nonetheless, it looks like they have conceded. It's going to be 2-1.
It is, and just the MAC-10 lost, it's fine. But they have to be wary, right? Like, again, gotta keep reminding our viewers how dangerous these teams. I'm not just saying Invictus, but all the teams playing in PAL 2020 so far have been just incredible with these light buys and pistols and Deagles and whatnot. So, still have to be wary, because the Deagle's going to be dropped by flying over to either Bottle or Viva. So it's still going to have a couple of Deeks. It's still going to have 2 SMGs to contend against Will BREN. Poppy dropped his gun over. Okay, they're going to be sticking with 4 rifles, which makes sense. Oh, well, maybe not. Take it back. Wits has a MAC-10 dropped by Micro. And I guess fair enough, you know, he's going to be running on in, trying to farm a little bit of extra cash to pick up the AWP, which should inevitably be picked up eventually. The nade stack, that is brilliant work. I love it. I love whenever I see that particular nade stack towards a bomb train. And I like how they're going to rotate straight back into its inner by the looks of things. They have Derek holding the line on top of Pop. And look at the CTs. They have pushed up towards Ivy. I'm not sure why Wits is holding that angle with the MAC-10. Maybe just trying to spot the player out. Not really looking to take the fight. An execute coming out towards Outer. And looks like it is going to be the hit. There are 2 players lying in wait on the bomb train, and the 1 player who is going to be Shoutsage. I love this from BREN. This has been clinical, Dinko. It's one of the best rounds I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's definitely clean and clinical, but Wits diving in with a MAC-10. He will go down to Flying. We can't exactly blame him for wanting the money, but that's a bit unfortunate for Pro. He gets caught out, and now Flying is the last remaining player. MAC-10 in hand, and Pat Patrullo nails him from afar. 3-1. We go to the next round here, round number 5 coming right up, and Invictus, well, they're going to need to start posting rounds to this defensive side. And we found a few on Inferno, and now they need to get it off here on Trin. They have got themselves a setup of 3 M4A4s down here for Invictus. The Shellset game, Viva looking to pick them up. And I feel like at this point, you're going to be lacking a lot of utility. There's no AWP in play. This isn't a good buy. This isn't a good buy by any means here on the CT side.
Oh, indeed it isn't. And, ooh, I think Derek might have spotted an elbow out. And he spots a second player out as well. Derek. Trying to take advantage of the spawn, not able to find anyone. That second round, sorry, the previous anti-eco round from BREN was just beautiful stuff. Destroyer finds one. Oh my lord! Completely blinded by his own teammates' flash, and Destroyer he had all the time in the world to get that kill, and he's still going to be sticking around, going to find all 3. That's just gone wrong so bad, hasn't it? The double peak comes out as well, and Derek's going to be left alone. He's going to find nothing, and the absolute shutdown. I want to see that flashbang. I want to see where it popped. That is just terrible luck.
Another round for Invictus, an important round to pick up as well for them. They didn't have a whole lot going into it, right? They had a couple of weaknesses in terms of the utility available. They had no AWP out, but now that all changes. Viva on the AWP. The rifle's out in play here for Invictus. They've got everything they could possibly want to play with right now, Blet.
They do. And for the side of BREN, oh, that's Gary from flying. The timing on that when he was like falling back. What if they'd just gone for the play? But here he comes, getting pushed back, harangued by the side of BREN. He's gonna do the smart thing and hold on. Michael's gonna find Shellsack in the meantime, and flying, not expecting the fast push from Poppy. It's falling apart, Dinko. It's a 5v3. Weaponry advantage for Invictus, but barely, because they're down 2 members and barely any damage being dealt towards the side of BREN. And this should be the call for the save. This should be no chance in hell for Destroyer and Viva to bring this one back. Destroyer trying his best to stay alive. He's going to find one, and that's all he's going to find. Viva is already legging it. And we've seen some Destroyer time and time again, where his teammate's already saving and he still sticks around looking for the fight. I'm not sure why, but Viva, he's being very cheeky. They're on the hunt, and he's done a very good job just avoiding them. Good trigger discipline as well, and I doubt they're going to check him there. Everyone's heading towards Ivy, and they're going to realize he's not there. And now they do, but it's a little too late. And Viva has pulled off a Houdini. Doesn't get spotted. Oh, I think he got spotted there, but he will survive, Dinko. But what a round. What a round from BREN. And what was Shellsack thinking? Trying to time that flank. I mean, it's a 5v5. Of course there's going to be someone watching it. They still have money to think of. They're still not broken yet.
Yeah. They still have the money. That's important for them. There you go. Peek in towards the upper brown holes. They've got actually a decent little setup here. You got Viva who can take the initial control with the AWP, take that first shot, draw the attention away to him when they're focusing on the ult falling back. Then they can look at flying or deal with flying. As flying is going to find the headshot. Derek going down. Destroyer peeks out towards Ivy. It's 1 for him. Shouldn't have repeaked, but he goes down nonetheless. The man advantage still in play. Thanks to the hard work done at the start of the round. And looking good for Invictus though. They needed to win this round, and they're going to do it rather cleanly. They've lost 1 player. And now Wit's trying to cause a couple more casualties, but it should be a 3rd round for Invictus.
Kind of crazy how cleanly they won that after losing the previous round. And if I'm BREN, I'm actually gonna try and abuse it in a bomb set a little bit more. Again, bear in mind, 4-3, T-side of train. You're still doing a great job. BREN are looking still pretty solid here, and they still have money. But good variation from flying there, playing a little bit more aggressively, able to shut it down, and yeah, BREN just getting picked apart one by one, not getting anything done apart from the 1 kill they have. They still have money for the buy, but it is a very, very rough buy, one might say. 2 AKs, a Galil, Deagle, and a Mac 10. Destroyer's pushing pretty deep towards Ivy. Now, I don't know if Poppy spotted him out. Destroyer's gonna do a smart thing. You see, he's not gonna face. He's just giving information. But at one point, he will have to try and probably push up or fall back towards Ivy.
Oh, Destroyer. Oh, he catches the chance of the Papachula, but now he has to surely just fall back away from this. 57 seconds. T-side putting a lot of pressure down and towards Pop Dog, should I say. It was first, right the first time. Well, Just is going to get out of things. Some also burning him as he leaves the position away, but Bottle, he's been pretty good towards this A site. Actually playing quite aggressively in towards that T-con area generally, or just in behind this green train. Now Derek, well, we'll be trying to pick up this AK-47.
Time.
They do this quite a bit, BREN, but luckily they're going to head into this B-bomb side. But there's two players here on the side itself. You've got Viva playing from the connector, but the smoke is going to cause a couple of problems. Instead, flying, he's getting one, but that's all he'll find in the round. Micro going back in with a quick headshot. And now Viva moving forward. He's taking a bit of control back into the site. He's been spotted his position now, given away. They know that he's playing from Summit. He'll go forward. Looking for more. Time ticking. 30 seconds. Now dropped to 29. As they move forward, it's Michael with a headshot. Viva crumbling by the wayside. His Bottle with another good kill. He's been so impactful. Another follow-up. It's on Pro trying to win the round. And he's not going to do enough. Just unfortunate. There was an extra player there. And if one kill had come in, Bottle should have probably been dead to rights. Finding 3 kills, that's huge. And BREN, that's a round that they'll be pretty disappointed they didn't win. It comes down to the 1 versus 1. They had a real chance to pull that off. But Invictus, they pick it up nonetheless, and it's 4-4.
Yeah, that got a little too close to comfort there. Wild spray coming out from, I think it was from Pro there. Actually, no, it was from Derek. If he actually got 1 kill, that could have been it. He did so much damage, and for Pro, just so unfortunate. 2 players looking at him in the same direction at the same time. Now, score's getting tied up. Just the pistols for the side of BREN. Bit of utility. Micro. Not really a fight you want to take against an M4 with a P250 at that range in particular. And for Invictus, Dinko, the double up setup coming out. It is going to be Shark Saga is going to pick up a couple of kills towards Pop, though. And this should be a clean mop-up for Invictus. Viva and flying. The double zoom bangers really wouldn't be coming into action this round, but it could be a problem later on for the side of BREN when the buy rounds do come in. Bottle sticking around, maybe a little too long, but Destroyer helps him out. A clean round for the side of Invictus as they start to build up a little bit of an economy.
Yeah, they do start to build that economy up, and that's something we always talk about here on the CT side, especially if you're a map down here. Invictus need to get as many rounds as possible picked up in this first half. They want to be feeling confident going into the second. BREN, well, take a look at what they've got coming into this one. It's finally the buyout, and they're going to go for the quick play in towards A. Oh, Viva. He's just been an absolute nuisance for this BREN team. They haven't really been able to deal with him just yet. It's had a lot of moments that broke their hearts.
And the problem is the smoke, Stinko. The smokes are actually going to be a problem as it will dissipate, but they still have to make any headway into the side. And look at this from Viva. It's going to extinguish the Molotov. Ooh, the flick doesn't quite land. And Pro and Wit strike in tandem, and somehow a 3v5 has crumbled to a 2v3. Destroyer standing in front of the flames. Destroyer 15 HP. He's been tagged down, but he will find a kill onto Wits. Now it's a 1v2 as Derek finds Destroyer flying. He's got everything. All the utility, AWP, and I don't think they're even aware of his position, but they seem to have an inkling. Pro looking straight towards Pop Dog. Bomb's going to be planted safe and flying. It's doable, Dinko, but it's not going to be easy.
Not going to be easy at all. Well, Derek with the headshot flying gets rid of him. 5-5. We've got a good game on our hands here on Train. It's not going to be a one-team show in the first half, at least. It's going to be a nice close affair. And 5 rounds on the T side of Train. Now, that usually is what I would say is enough. But given that Invictus are unpredictable, just to be safe, BREN probably want to win a few more. They want to win at least 6, I would say. And then it can feel okay. And they're in a spot right now where they can definitely win even more than that. So if you're BREN right now, you're feeling very comfortable. Even though there's a couple of rounds being picked up here for Invictus, you still got to feel pretty happy with this half.
How did they even turn it around? I'm still very confused.
Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, Wits hits the shot. Destroyer, instead of hiding behind the server, just gives away the kill. He thought he could catch him out, and well, Wits, what a kill. Just so ready for it, completely ready for it. Round number 11 off to a brilliant start for BREN.
I like how methodical he is as well, just checking the corner just in case shouts. Okay. Oh my god, Pro, you lunatic. Oh, that's a terrifying sight, though. Just look around and see a T standing in the flames and he takes you down. And he barely takes any damage as well. That's so well done by Pro. 2 opening kills now. Poppy hiding at the edge of the smoke. Daring Bottle to peer out, and Bottle's going to get the kill now. That's just a Mac 10 lost, and it's information gained as to where Bottle is. But unfortunately for BREN, there's no one towards team mid, or team mains rather, to get the trade. So Bottle at least brings one back for his side. And we all know how dangerous these 3 remaining players can be. Think of Viva flying still alive, although they have flying playing towards Inner. 35 seconds on the clock. The hit is going to be coming in towards this outer bomb side. Viva gets taken down. Now Bottle and flying left. Make that all on flying. 1v4 AUG in hand. And is probably wondering how the hell this outside defense just got picked apart by BREN. Poof, okay. These are some really sharp shots coming out from BREN. They're out-dueling and out-aiming Invictus. And not to mention, outplaying them as well.
Yeah, this is unbelievable from BREN. This is definitely not exactly the performance you would ever expect from them. Not sentences you would ever expect to say. But BREN look like they've got more firepower right now than Invictus Gaming. Flying has been a non-factor hero in this map and in the previous for Invictus. He has just been so quiet in this series so far. And Invictus, they cannot afford to let that happen. He's usually their most consistent player, right? We talk about Fly being the consistent star. He's going to find you kills. He's going to have good performances. The X factor is going to be Viva. Shots I get if he shows up. Right now, Invictus don't even have that. Micro starting to walk forward. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught in this crossfire. And well, he clears one. Papachulo on the other side. Cool. Yeah, this is fantastic Counter-Strike being played by BREN. This is brilliant stuff. And they need to continue this. Can't let it slip at all. It needs to be continuous battering coming in from them. 7 rounds T-side train already. Viva catching one, nearly a second kill there as well. Viva is the one player that's kind of looking poised right now. I mean, he has only got 3 kills, but he's been in impactful situations earlier on. Remember the defuse? Definitely, he seems at least clued in that respect, but still pretty quiet stuff from in the kill department. We'll see if he can step up. I've still got confidence in Viva that he's going to be able to deliver some rounds here. I feel like the scoreline for him in terms of being 3-7 is a little misleading. You can take those statistics, but I think he's got a little more in him.
The one person that's impressed me a lot and I'm very happy about is Pro. He's, I think, on 14 kills. And, oh, look at this pace. Look at this pace. There's no one in it, Dinko. There's no one. Flying's going to be making his way in right now, but oh, if they'd gone for that fast play, it would have been just hard. It would have been a call for the save, I feel like, immediately for Invictus. Now, Flying just jump spotting, trying to find something. The hit's already in. He's got a lot of work to do, and Flying on the ladder, which is going to pluck him. That's a free kill if I've ever seen one. Round's done. Round's done. Just go for the save. There's nothing you can do. They went for a gamble play, having 5 players towards outside Dinko. And there's reason to call it a gamble play, because sometimes Lady Luck won't smile your way. And BREN, 8-5. T-side, train, leading on map 1. And now looking pretty dominant on their map pick. And this is clinical stuff. I can pick a couple of these rounds on a T-side of BREN, and I would just use it as an example of how to play the T-side of trade. It's been looking so clean so far. Yes, there were a few hiccups here and there. I think the first round Invictus won with kind of like a half investment is something that shouldn't really have taken place. There were a few rounds where BREN looked a little discombobulated heading towards the outer bomb side, but the majority of rounds on his Filipino side, it's been some clinical textbook Counter-Strike, and I have nothing but just absolute respect and praise for them right now. And this is after like a lot of games of us being very critical of BREN.
Get 5 up right now, already winning the half here for BREN. Invictus Gaming going into this next one, just scrambling for rounds at this point on the defensive side. Invictus will, if they go down 10-5, right, we've seen there was enough rounds to play with to get a couple more on the board, but it was never going to be enough to close it, right? And we always felt like BREN were inevitably going to take it over the line. And well, this could be another scenario where that plays out. Shots again with 1 kill, but Papachulo immediately there to plug the hole. And that's exactly what BREN have been doing so well, as the spacing has been fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. The spacing has been fantastic. Utility usage has been so good. And right now, for the majority of this map, it feels like... Oh, I'm not sure what Derek was thinking there. There's a big gap in the smoke over there. But overall... they've been forcing Invictus to play a very reactive brand of Counter-Strike. Just outplaying them, outfaking them, just selling these fakes and whatnot. As Micro, no, that bullet's a giveaway. Now they know where they are. Now, is Destroyer going to reface is the question. There's still a player playing towards the back, and it's going to be, well, both of them getting taken down, Dinko. How? How don't they get a single frag? It's a 3v2, still winnable, considering Micro is internally bleeding out, but Viva's going to be coming out from Connector, and the timing on that. Poppy's going to make his way up. The flashbang is good. And now it's all in Viva. He's going to be sneaking up from below. He's going to get at least 1 kill into Poppy. I'm very, very sure he's going to be very calm and composed to get the kill, but now they know where he is. He's going to drop on down, 88 points of health. He has a health advantage. If he finds wins, it could be big. And there we go, finds one. Oh. He has an idea where Micro is. He's going to tap the bomb once Micro not showing. 10 seconds remaining. He's not facing yet. Viva is going to spot him out. And it's an E-box. 7 seconds. There's no time remaining. He knows he's got a kit, but it's not worth it. He's going to fall in a way. He's going to get... Well, doesn't even get the kill. Micro, 4 HP. Will clutch it out for his team. 9-5 to score. BREN, they're on a tear right now. And Invictus, they have nothing going their way.
I'm loving this play. I think this is absolutely brilliant to see. We haven't seen BREN be able to get into the situation. Of course, we'd like to see success from them, but the other thing that I'm very excited about is the fact that Invictus are finally being punished, and that is good to see. I'm enjoying this. This has been a pretty terrible performance from Invictus. Flying has kind of looked a little off as well, and I think everybody can have their off days, right? But we're not really too much into that. But overall, it's just so many bad decisions coming in from Invictus over the past couple of weeks, really. He's been good in certain scenarios, but I feel like this is so stale. The CT setup has been pretty dire, but it's working out this time. A couple of kills coming in from them. Derek with a good kill on the Viva. I don't think they'll be recovering this round here, BREN. No, should be a 9-6 half coming in favor of BREN out of the T side, though. That's impressive. That's good. They're very confident. They're very happy with this, I'm sure.
Are you saying Wits can 1v3 this?
I am saying it's pretty unlikely, and that's exactly why. 9-6 on the board. Invictus, they get 6 rounds. It's not good. I mean, you have Flying down there in 5 and 10. How often does that happen? Viva and Flying at the bottom of the scoreboard.
Well, I feel that also goes to show how reliant they are on Flying just top fragging in the server, right? And I mean, look at this. Flying doesn't have a good day. You're down 9-6. You've lost the first map as well, but Flying was also comparatively kind of quiet. Viva was the only shining light I felt for Invictus on Inferno. And here we go into Train, where it's a map that, yes, it is BREN's pick, but look at the stats. Invictus play this map quite often as well. They are very comfortable on it. But if Flying and Viva don't show up, if they've been neutralized, they have nothing much to show here. As we do head in the second half here, map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. BREN looking pretty good. Wits is going to be pressured. They're going to come running out through the smoke, and he's going to do the smart thing and fall and play a more passive angle. And it is going to be Xiaosage, the jumping clock shot. Finds Wits. And Micro, he's got to help his teammate out, but Poppy and Derek, they're going to strike in tandem. Micro spots a player out from behind. Now it's a 2v3. If Micro gets his kill, it could be big, but he doesn't. Somehow, Flying survives, and now it's on Pro. Finds one, but Flying, he's just, well, unkillable right now by the looks of things, Dinko. And it looks like he's heard us. He's woken up. 3k for him in the pistol round. And Invictus, they start things off on the right foot here in the second half.
And they needed to do that. They need to get the pistol under their belt. They also need this follow-up round, and they need a clean, clinical start into their attacking side. If not, BREN still will be in a pretty favorable spot. So I feel like 9-6 is probably one of the most misleading score lines, right? It's like Invictus, if they pick this up, fair enough, then it's definitely solid if they win the pistol round. Or should I say BREN? If they win the pistol round and then follow up, then 9-6 is a good enough half. But if they lose the pistol round, it can very quickly just fall away, right? You're tying up just after the first 3 rounds. And then it's anybody's game when it comes to that first gun round. So definitely a misleading one. Papachulo has taken a lot of damage early on. He's dropped to 29.
Again, just a reminder that for the pistol round was the first pistol round was won by Invictus, so they've won both the pistols.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're trailing, right? This is a third best Chinese team, Dinko. The finalists of the previous RMR. And my oh my, do they look so rough right now.
Well, it's Papachulo with the kill. Bottle. Going back in. Oh no, Blood. No way this happens. They did this in the previous half, but a far better buy than what they have now. Wits does good work. Finding 1 kill there, but winning this round should be very, very difficult indeed, especially with Invictus having the 2 AK-47s. A Mac 10 out as well here for Viva. Just the 2 Deagles, Mac 10 and hands of Papachulo right now for BREN. No kit either, so they've got to move very quickly. Flying's got an important kill there, and he will get a second as well. Papachulo going down. That's 3 kills for Flying. These are the kind of rounds where you get your confidence back as well.
Yeah, these are rounds you need to make clean, right? And Flying, he's starting to definitely warm up. 6 kills already. Poppy trying desperately to at least get a constellation frag, but Flying is going to pick up the quad kill. And with that, BREN will be forced to go for a full eco. This is an opportunity for Invictus to get to tie things up now. I still don't know, Dinko. Have BREN done enough? Will 9 rounds suffice?
I think if they won the piss round in the follow-up, yeah. But right now, I don't know. I think it's anybody's game. It's hard to call. And I think BREN, it's all about focusing up. We've seen they've started to fall away in the second half.
Yes! That's the first Zeus kill of the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
That's hilarious. Well, shouts again. That's what you get for diving down into Pop Dog against the Pistols. You get Zeus by Derek, who now has a Mac 10, but not exactly the worst case scenario. Overall, here from Invictus, they still should be winning this round. Destroy with another kill. It's a Wits that goes down, and well, there's a Zeus line in wait here.
Oh no!
That must have gone through him. Well,
it just went by his elbow.
Yeah. Invictus,
Slow-mo.
9-9. They tied things up, Blood.
Destroyer. 69 armor, 100 HP. He's been actually pretty... I feel like he was the player who was like really kind of stepping up on that first half. He had a lot of big moments. How did that Zeus miss? It felt like it was off by like a millimeter. Anyway, Byron coming out, Dinko. Wits with the AWP. He has been fantastic so far. Poppy pushing up towards Pop Dog. Wits looking to take the fight. Molotov in his face. Is going to stick around for a bit. Not too bad. Poppy. Nate going to take a bit of health out of him, and the smoke's going to completely make life miserable. Shaosage peeks out just slowly. That's the easiest kill for Wits. But the push coming in, and this is a good hold. Derek and Pro chiming in for a kill apiece, and now it's a 4v2. Poppy doesn't need to face. He can just wait, stick around towards Pop Dog. Viva and Bottle have a lot of work to do here. Make that Viva alone.
Well, Viva inside of the site here will look for Wits in the connector. He's got 1 kill, looking for a follow-up as well. And Papachulo is going to say no. That's 3 kills. 3 players, should I say, staying alive for BREN, and a convincing round from them overall, really. And they can be pretty happy about that. That's a very important gun round coming up, and 10 picked up. That shows an early sign that BREN are not done. They did not have a 1 good half over in the first. It'll be a follow-up in the second as they look to try and close this series. They're really here to play. They want to take this 2-0 against Invictus. They don't want any of those shenanigans where know, the lower tier team surprises us with a map win on the first and go on to lose the following two. They want to show us what they're made of here. And a win over Invictus would certainly be a good statement. Coming into this round, though, it's Invictus with a bit of a strange buy right now. They don't exactly have all of the weapons available to them. It's an AK out for flying, but for the most part, you look at a couple more AKs in play, but shouts like MV are struggling economically.
Decisions. Yeah, this is a rough spot to be in. Flying's already bought up as well. I mean, might as well commit, I guess. Bald and Destroyer can buy for themselves. Viva will have to go for a Galil, armor, smoke, and a flash. That's what he can afford. For Xiao Sage, yeah, that's rough. Deagle and armor, that's literally all he can afford. And he even might have to make do with just a Kevlar. We do have a player dropping out for the side of BREN, so a little bit of a technical issue. This game is definitely heating up. What's the third map? Was it Dust 2?
I think it's Dust 2, right?
Yeah, if I'm BREN, I want to close it out right now. I don't want to take it to Dust 2. I feel like Invictus is just going to run over BREN and Dust 2. Looking at the stats. Yeah, BREN have 100% win rate.
Ooh.
Not BREN. Yeah, sorry. Invictus have 100% win rate and BREN have 67% win rate. Although, the caveat being that BREN have played a few more maps.
We have got ourselves a couple of players now dropping off the server for BREN. Not exactly the scenario you want to see play out, especially with them winning such an important round just off the back of that win there, Blast. So, you know, you come into this next one, you'll have the momentum built up. You'll have the confidence after that previous round win. You're going to want to carry that over and immediately get started with the next, right? Unfortunately, BREN not really given the chance to do that after losing two players. So we're going to have to wait for those players to reconnect. You're going to have to get that match medic in. That gives Invictus some time to talk about what they want to do. Generally, you're not allowed to talk during the tech pauses, but it being online, the online era of Counter-Strike, it's very difficult to enforce those rules. So they'll probably be talking. Let's be real.
Yeah. The thing being, both the sides are going to be talking, right? And if I'm BREN, I'm like, all right, guys, we just have to play it smart and safe, set up our crossfires, don't have to overextend, and we should have this in the bag. But I'm more curious about what's happening on the Invictus side. They have been looking very rough here. And I'm actually going to take a look at they're right now, I think, top 4 in the overall standings. No, they're second place, actually. They've only lost one game, Denko. Which is kind of mental, looking at how rough they look right now. I'm more curious about the lower half of the group standings, right? So right now, Beyond have 6 points, BREN have 6 points. BREN is in the 7th position, and again, reminding everyone, 7th to 10th at the end of the group stage, you're eliminated. So Beyond are right now clinging on to that 6th spot, mainly solely because they have a good round difference. But if BREN wins this game, they're going to be above Beyond, and they have to play against After and Sigma later on, which should go the way of BREN, at least, based on current form. For Beyond, they have to play Vici and Tiger later on. So imagine BREN qualifying for the playoffs and Beyond not making it. That would be just a gut punch for BREN. Sorry, for Beyond. And I feel like that could be something that forces them to go for a big change.
I think it's almost expected at that point they would have to make a change or two. This would be a bit unacceptable. And what, Brent, coming into this next round finally, they're back of the server, all 5 players. Blair the Yacht being picked up for Wits. Take a look at their buy, though.
That's a curious one. Xiao Sage didn't have much to begin with, and he's got a Mac 10 op for Viva. I'm okay with the op for Viva. I feel like, yes, he has been pretty much non-existent this entire map. Been very, very quiet, but I feel like at least on Infinity side, I remember, not anytime recently, but once upon a time, he used to be so very impactful in opening up sites. And if they can set him up, it can be quite deadly indeed. Especially, you get a site, you leave him in a post-plant position, as we do have a little bit of aggression taking place towards Brown Halls, but this setup could work out. Micro playing the anti-flash Wits. He's going to be making contact op in hand. Derek's hearing a lot of noise above him. Are they going to try peeking straight? That's the question. Oh, the timing. Oh, the timing. The double peek comes in. And unfortunately, there was no tell, Dingo. There was no tell, but doesn't matter. Pro finds two. Now it's a 2v2, and they're going to be heading straight towards outer, are they? I don't know. Bomb still sticking around. Op will be retrieved by Xiao Sage. That was brutal timing, Dingo. I feel so bad for Wits there.
Yeah, he could have done so much more.
That would have been a shutdown. That would
Yeah, that would have been
wrecked.
run down, yeah. Well, still 2v2. Still a chance to win this. Pro with a good double. Papachulo now looking towards the backside of the B-bomb side, but Invictus are going to the other side of the map. The polar opposite side of the map right now, actually. You can see how far away these players are from each other. I think Invictus, once they start to source the information that there is no one on this A-bomb site, they will get that bomb down. They will secure the plant at least, at a minimum, and then play for the 2v2. The retake attempt will come in from two players playing together. There's a kit available towards ramp. I would love if Papachulo picked that up. He doesn't currently have one. And having two kits, even though they've got the one, would definitely be beneficial. And I want to get this bomb plant, they should realize. But Papachulo instead is going to take the shorter avenue of approach. Or actually, he's going to follow up. Where does he go with this one? He tries to go forward into connector, but they're going to be doubling up in hell. Now, this is a decent setup from Shasage and Destroyer to try and win this, right? Because the first player can peek out. They don't expect the second to be there. But Destroyer's gone and moved. He's gone back over towards Olaf. Now playing in front of T-Con. Molotov. He's going to force him back towards DKM, and I can just hold this position down. Pro using the utility, starting to move forward, but Destroyer, he's guaranteed a kill here, surely, but Pro, a third kill, tapping the bomb, trying to pull Shasake into the open. He sees no one's on it. He's got the perfect post play at the time. It's so far gone. They take so damn long in that retake play that they just lose the round.
Look, there's so many ways to approach that 2v2, and I don't really want to fault them. They were really committed towards that, holding on their inner bomb side, but if I'm them, I would have just like stepped up and just gone for like, just walked in towards Brown Halls together, maybe, right? Gather information instead of just playing reactive. Because 2v2, especially with their position, it was such a big gamble because once a bomb is going to get planted, you're going to take forever to head towards outer, and it's going to give a lot of time for Invictus to get to the post plant. So, wasn't a very big fan of the way they played the 2v2, but hey, if Invictus headed towards inner, they would have been just wiped out. They would have won the round. So it's a kind of a gamble play. However, I would rather played it a little bit more in such a way that you at least give yourselves a little bit of an advantage. But of course, it's way more easier, in hindsight. As I say, Captain Hindsight, always 2020. As we do see scores getting tied up. Expensive round for both the sides. You can clearly see money not looking good for either of these two teams.
Oh, Derek going down. This is such an unfortunate scenario, but Papachulo, the double kill delivered. BREN looking good now. Back into a man advantage for them. And it's a quick play out here. He needs another Papachulo. I talk about him having these moments. He does. He steps up. He gets BREN in these rounds when they most desperately need them. And that might just be enough, but Wits, how? It's more like whiffs.
After everything Poppy has done, Dinka. After everything he's done, it falls apart. Xiao Sage with the triple kill. And yeah, Wits, you don't whiff those.
So mad.
You could have hit those shots, Dinka.
I could have. I literally could have. That was the easiest shot that anybody could. Mitch could have even hit that shot.
Well,
let's
not go there. All right, let's not go there. You, I believe. Tom, I believe. Mitch, I don't know.
True. Well, nonetheless, 11-10. It's around the run should have won. It just is, and Pat Pachula thought he had done enough, but Witz just misses the easiest shot. And now Micro going forward into the brown horse. Gets aggressive. 1 kill for him. He looked for a second, but is flying on the Mac 10. Now switches out to the AK. Pro has just bit his teammates so hard. And while flying, he's ready. He'll take him away as well.
Pro should have just walked up when he heard the Molotov getting thrown in. It's very close by.
Just played that one very poorly, to be honest.
There's good betting, good betting. There's good baiting, and there's bad baiting. And that was an example of bad bait. Could have at least got the kind of neutralize the man advantage that Invictus have. Instead, it's going to be a 4v3. Now, Witz and Poppy, very solid. Derek, he's a god, but it's not going to be easy here. Oh, okay. All right, Witz. That's ballsy. Now, if he clears his inner area real quick, they can send the players out, but it's a little too late, Ninko. You can already see the smokes being deployed, and BREN realizes it's not really worth going for this particular retake. Although they could, I guess, they're gonna have money anyway. They don't have any Kevlar either. They could try and make it a little bit more expensive for Invictus. It's not really worth saving this.
Well, it's going to be Derek catching out Destroyer. 3 versus 3. 20 seconds on this clock, though. No kit available. Absolutely no chance of winning this round unless they move quickly. And that's going to be flying going down. Now the time is really starting to tick. You have to get on the bomb now. And that's not going to work out for them. It's Pat Pachula. The last remaining player can stand from behind. He can get every single kill here. That would be perfect. But Eva does survive. He gets the AWP into the next round. And it's 12 to 10. 4 rounds away from Invictus, sending us to map number 3. BREN have a bye coming into this. They've had so many scenarios here on the CT side where they should have been able to get a couple more wins under the belt. They've only won 1 round. 1 single round, blood, after coming out of that first half.
Yeah, considering how much work they did rather on the first half, this is just abysmal from BREN. But it's still not all doom and gloom yet. Again, CD side, train. But if it slips away from the hands of BREN, I feel like Dust 2 is just going to be a mauling by Invictus. But got to give credit where it's due. Invictus with a pretty good resurgence late into the second map. Now can they withstand the buy from BREN? BREN have only had, I feel like, just a couple of gun rounds so far. One of which they won, and the next one where they lost due to that 2v2. What's with the AWP? Oh, that is unfortunate for Poppy. Bottle just swings out wide. Derek with the trade, though. But Viva catching Wits. That's going to make things quite problematic here, Pro. He's got everything to do, Dinko. And he's going to find nothing. What is that from Pro? That's just terrible. And Micro left alone. He's like, guys, what's going on? How do you all die? Why am I alone? I'm the new guy. I can clutch a 1v4 out. 13 to 10. And slowly but surely, Dinko. Yeah, I can almost feel the I can almost hear the dry winds of Dust 2 just sweeping our direction.
Yeah, this is rough. I mean, coming into this, you needed to just pick up every opportunity that you got given to you. The fact that you've had Pat Pachula deliver an unbelievable 3K on what was going to be a rough round for you, and then you just miss a couple of shots. Not just Wets, I have to say. You know, he was the obvious one, but a couple of the sitters from the D-Gold players towards the back of the site as well. Like you've just had so many opportunities here, BREN, that you've just thrown away. And unfortunately, that's not going to get you wins across the board. Their CT side has been really rough here in this second half of training. It's not like Invictus have been playing fantastically either. I think Bottles had a good performance. Viva's had a lot of important kills. Flying's just lit up the scoreboard coming into the second half at least. That's something, but they're not playing fantastic Counter-Strike. It really is just individuals. And that's something we always talk about for this Invictus side. Is it feels like that's all they've got.
The thing is, this particular game wouldn't really be much of a problem. Can I shut the micro? It's not much of a problem for the side of Invictus because they are second place in the in the table on the table. But of course, you know, you want that win. You want to have a high seeding. You don't want to face Tyloo early in the playoffs. But for BREN, it's a do or die. It's like a must-win game. And to kind of lose your grip of what has been, well, a fantastic showing so far. And this is an incredible showing. Micro, what is that? What is that? The 4K out of nowhere gets a kill, picks up the AK, and Invictus just walking one by lemmings looking to end their lives early. That is just nuts from Micro.
Well, that is a big turnaround. That's the kind of round you need if you're BREN. That gives you so much confidence. 13-11, BREN right back into things. Boy, we were so doom and gloom in the previous round, but that turns things around completely. Just as you start to doubt them, BREN give it an opportunity and they will capitalize. Invictus laid up, but it is going to be a chance for a 12th round here for BREN. They should be taking this play, but it is Invictus and it's the Deagles.
Why is Bottle bought up?
Hero AK.
Yeah, but you're not a hero.
They need a hero.
You're a Bottle Junior, and I don't know.
Not even Bottle Senior can pull this off.
I know. He'll still have some money, but it's not worth it. But Xiao Sage with the Deagle. He's gonna find Poppy. Watch him win this. Watch him win this. Oh no, never mind. Derek's still alive. He's gonna keep that AK-47 out of the hands of the surviving members of Invictus. 4v4. I'm not a huge fan of this. How is Destroyer snuck his way into... what is his hold? Oh, and what is that shot? They're falling apart, Dinko. It's happening. You jinxed it. Invictus are going to win a round that they had no business winning.
Micro, let's go.
How are they winning these duels? I don't understand. I give up. I give up. Like, Wits has given up. He's just running for the hills. He's like, screw this. I'm out, guys. I'm out. How do you lose that? How do you lose that round?
Blah, blah, blah. Not only are they going to lose the round, that was obvious long ago, but the other thing is they don't even save the rifles. So what they do is just give their lives away completely needlessly, and now they have zero chance of winning the next round, when in fact they could have recovered, but now they have zero chance. It is over. It's going to be 15-11. I don't know how that even happens. Like, oh, Invictus, okay, you just boggle my mind with the fact that you can do this so often in some of the duels that you're able to win, but BREN, come on. Why?
They win the buy round and they just get destroyed by Deagles. Like, oh.
I'm not a fan of playing Pop Dog in this kind of round either.
That was a nice... Okay, great shots.
They are great shots. You have to give it to them, but...
Oh,
Viva, I knew it, blah. I knew it had some moments in him. He's looking kind of... Some of the decision-making, some of the positioning, he seemed clued in. He seemed like he was having one of those games where he knew what was going on.
Can I just point out how Bottle was the one we were questioning? He's like, why is he going for the AK? And he gets nothing done with the AK. And we're like, okay, AK is taken away. There's nothing Invictus can... Invictus like, have you forgotten about us and the Deagles? Somewhere, Mitch is smiling. Because I do believe they had 4 Deagles that round, Dinko. It was a 4 Deagle round.
They had 4 Deagles, they had 1 AK-47, and they won the round. And, well, BREN, they have had every opportunity to take a win here today. But this might just be the final few nails in their coffin on train at least. We'll head to Dust 2, most likely. But it's going to be the final bite coming in for BREN. If they pick this up, I start to believe again. I have to, right? You have to be positive.
When are you going to stop believing, Dinko?
I don't know. I'm like Journey.
You are young. There's a youthful optimism, the refreshing, youthful, rosy optimism inside of you. I like that, Dink. But one day, soon, and at this rate, in a very accelerated
manner. Here we go, Blair.
Oh no, he's falling for it, guys. He's losing it. He's gonna lose it.
With one incredible kill. I feel like we just have to hype everybody up here. Derek, oh, this is definitely not a bad decision. This is definitely so intelligent, and you should definitely go up the top of this ladder.
He's still not gonna get punished. Oh, it's gonna work out for him.
Papachulo up on top of the blue train. A couple of players coming into his crosshair, but they're going to be ready for this. But the smoke is there. Destroyer walks around. We knew it was going to happen. Destroyer getting rid of Papachulo. And now Wit's repositioning. It's the attack into the A-bomb site, and Wit's trying to get a better spot. It's a nice shot. A second. He's making up for all his whiffs earlier on. And Micro, he's actually been quite good in the last couple of rounds here. And the rest of BREN step up. Like I said, boy, we're right back on the hype train. Let's go, BREN.
Well, Invictus' money's in a weird spot. They're gonna buy. I think they're gonna buy. I really think they're gonna buy because they know they can like smack down the money there.
Yeah, of course. They're gonna buy for the rest of this, most likely. It's Invictus.
Woods has made up for it though, 100%.
He did, for sure. Gets the opening kill, gets an important follow-up. Sets up the rest of the team. 14-12. Papachulo, I have to say, as good as he is, as important a player as he is for this team, he makes some strange decisions in terms of his early positioning.
They're not going to buy. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with Invictus.
They got a couple of deagles, and that's it. Nice.
No, they need 4 deagles.
They need 4 deagles for Destroyer.
This is okay. I'm okay with this. They're just equalizing the money out. Yeah. For those of you wondering why we keep talking about 4 deagles, this is a hypothesis that Jason Kaplan and Mitch came up with from the previous PAL, where they're like, if Invictus or any team, any Asian team, has 4 deagles, not 3, not 5, not 2, not 1. If they have 4 deagles, it's 100% guaranteed they're going to win the round. And so far, it's actually worked out like 80% of the time.
So
I don't know how it worked. It just. They unfortunately have only 3 deagles this time, Dinka, so I don't think they're going to win this.
No, they won't. It's going to be 14-13. Of course, BREN into good position. Derek's going to line them up. It's a wet floor, and they're all sliding. And there it is from Derek. He's got 4. And well, Pro steals it away. 14-13. Here we go. Most important round coming up here for both teams. Invictus more so because they're a map down in the series. BREN, well, they've got themselves an AWP in the hands of Wits. The AK-47 still in Pro's hands. And the rest with M4A4s. Here for Invictus, it is going to be the buy. They will purchase up the utility. They will have an AWP if they decide to pick it up on Viva, but if not, then the 5 rifle setup, and there goes the AWP into the hands of Viva. He decides to go with utility instead of armor. He could have gone for the light Kevlar with no helmet, but he decides to go with a smoke and a flash. I don't know if I think that's a good decision. I don't think so, but I think I would still prefer the armor.
Yeah, but it's Viva. He's taking one for the team. It's like, it's fine, guys. I'll get a kill, and I have a smoke as well for the post-play. I'm actually surprised that Invictus haven't really been abusing this inner bomb site. Although they've actually had more success winning the duels to its outside, so can't really blame them for it. This is a round that I feel is going to determine which way this one's going to swing. If Invictus wins this, I feel like it's going to be a moral blow. And despite BREN having the money, I feel Invictus is going to be running away with it. If they lose this, though, the money's still going to be in a rough spot. That's potentially, again, I say potentially, because Invictus and Deagles, we all know how that can go, can get to map point. As we do see this inner hit coming in. It's a little bit, there's a smoke towards connector. Smoke for the upper ramp. Wood's going to rattle off a shot. Molotov. The Destroyer's going to open things up. Finds Derek. That's actually the kill on the Derek. I think Derek was... did he go up? Did he go up, Pop Dog? I don't know. And now it's all on Micro. Bottles opened up the site. It is a 3v2. Pro and Micro. What is Viva, Destroyer, and Flying? And Flying's push up towards the oil. This is not going to be an easy retake, especially with Viva having the AWP trained on top of the oil train. Molotov's going to force Flying back, forcing him to reposition himself a little bit. Micro needs to make a little bit of move here, but Viva, the crossfire is perfect. There's no way he's going to be expecting. He's going to find a kill though, but he looks down and Flying's going to get the trade. Immediately, it's all on Pro. 1v2. Are they going to peek him together? The double peek looks likely, and yes, they do. No, you don't spot him out, and Pro isolates 1 kill. 13 seconds. He's got to push up. There's no time remaining. 10 seconds. And Destroyer faces, but there's no time remaining. And that's going to be Invictus stealing away round number 15 as they get a map point and 1 round away from taking us to map number 3, which will be on Dust 2.
Well, that was a scenario in which it's heartbreaking because you get all of the kills, right? It's just not enough time to get close to the bomb and go for the defuse. They come out on top in terms of the economy. They come out on top in terms of the money here, Blood. But when you take a look at the next few rounds, like you said, There's 2 opportunities now for Invictus to take this over the line, to send us to Dust 2. BREN, if they want to win this map, they've got to do it in overtime. And that is just such a long way away. The buy sucks from Invictus. We'll see if this is enough to break them. BREN, they had every opportunity. Just think about some of those rounds that they've had. Could have been over. And well, they go for the push to the smoke. It hasn't worked out. A fantastic start and upgrade from the Mac 10 to the M4A4. You're welcome. Provided by Derek. A little gift basket arriving for Invictus. They'll happily take that. And it might just include a ticket to Dust 2. Now look at this push up in towards the brown holes from Micro. He's going to continue to walk forward, but he's actually dropped down into the site. Under a minute in play.
So a world where BREN can bring this one back, even though they are a man down. Like I said, under a minute in play, 40 seconds on the clock. Oh, that timing of the Molotov is perfect. Micro, though, he's going to be pressured, and it's going to be Wits. Good for 1. That's all he's going to find. Bottom's going to fall. Micro is going to be hunted down by Viva, and 2v3. Once again, bomb will be planted. Viva doesn't have an AWP, but Pro is going to check the oil. He won't flank. He's going to clothesline him, and it's all on Poppy. 1v1 as he finds both of them, and Destroyer left. And Poppy, unfortunately, didn't go. He has no idea where Destroyer is. And Destroyer can play the bomb. Poppy, he's got no smoke. He's got no kit. He's got nothing. He's just going to tap the bomb once. I think he spots a Destroyer there.
Oh.
Destroyer's going to go for the peak. And it is going to be Invictus taking map number 2 as we head over to Dust 2. And I feel like, I don't know about you, James,